Here we go, ladies and gentlemen. Right next to me, we have a champion right here, Benny Orozco. Making sure you guys know who it is. Regional guy, everybody know who he is, and always come in to put on a firework. And one of the one and only fighter that do not care about who he fight. You put a person in front of him, don't matter if it's 9-2, 8-1, 40-0, he'll take a fight. Here we go. And Benny, let's once again let you introduce yourself to all the fight fans out there. Where you coming from? Where you born and raised?
What's up, Benny Orozco, fighting out of Antioch, California. Born and raised my whole life. Team Maya. So, yep, everybody should know me by now.
Yes, with that classic Habib cousin.
Yep. Someone at work just asked me, anyone ever confuse you for Khabib? I'm like, nah, they joke though, but yeah, I get it.
Yep. Now, it's really hard to find you a fight, Benny, and you know, I don't know, it's a give or what. Like, you have a first loss ever in November, and I think now people open up more the idea they're down to fight you, because when you are like 5-0 as an amateur, 2-0 as a pro, like nobody want to fight, you know. And I talked to a couple other guys that have a really big record, JJ Okanovich, and they don't want to fight you know. And people just either, I don't know if they're, you know, I wouldn't call them scared, but they just feel like a really high risk, you know, to fight you. What do you think of him?
I mean, I think that's excuses, honestly, because I fought AKA dude that was like 8-3 or 6-3, whatever,
like that,
whatever
yeah.
he was. He was on a 4-fight knockout streak. So, you know, if you really think, you know, it's easy work or whatever you gotta do, like you should be coming up and taking that easy dub. So. You know.
You are definitely one of the guys people look at you like, no pass. No pass. Now, this upcoming fight, you got a very game opponent, OG of the sport, Justin Davis. Much respect, and heading this card and you guys to co-main for the fight. Big opportunity for him to taking on a guy like you. What you think of a Justin Davis?
It's cool. He's a southpaw. He reminds me of my main training partner, Devin. Just like a solid build, southpaw. Throws a lot of straight lefts, and you know, he's game to fight. I can't remember when it was, but we had like a little run-in at weigh-ins. I don't even know if he remembers this, but like he bumped into me, and then he was like, oh, like puffed up his chest and was like, oh, watch out or I'm gonna have to fight you. And I was like,
really?
Yeah, it was like super quick, and I was just like, who the heck is this guy? Like, what the hell was that about? But you know, whatever, he got what he wanted, so we fighting. So.
Well, that's pretty awesome. Now, what do you think of this fight is gonna go down?
I mean, whatever I want to go down, you know, I can be on the feet. I've been working real hard with my new boxing coach, Daniel. They're at Double Trouble Boxing, and you know, my grappling is what it is, my wrestling is what it is. So, you know, if I know he was talking about he wants to get in there and have a quick finish either way. So, you know, I'm hard to finish. Even that last fight, that was bullshit. You know, that wasn't a finish. Took that fight, no training. I was injured, so I was just gassed, and it just looked bad. But you know, it is what it is. Like, he didn't touch me at all. And shout out to him; he was cool. I chatted up with him after, but you know, boy didn't do any damage to me. So.
Do you think you ever run it back with that guy? What's his name?
Anthony Orozco.
Anthony Orozco.
Yeah, I mean, it really doesn't make any sense because he's a 170-pounder. He's supposed to be like a prospect at 170. I just took it, Cage Warriors opportunity, you know. Whatever, I was healthy going, like it was right after the fight with you, and then I like got hurt right after I accepted it, and I was like, fuck, you know, but I already accepted. I'm like, fuck it, you know, my cardio is always solid regardless of how much I can train, so I just mentally was like, I can get it done because I'm so confident in what I can do. But you know, you got to be smart because the muscle fatigue was real. You know, your mind can only push you so much before that body actually starts giving out on you.
Well, the way I look at it, I mean, I was there watching you fight. Like, you do actually have a chance to finish him. You took his back, and you were going for the finish.
Yeah.
You know, so yeah, I mean, even though you're coming off a loss, but it wasn't a fight to one lap side that you're getting beat up. Like, it was back and forth. You know, I mean, I was cheering for you to watching you fight, and hoping you pulled off a upset for the local fans. You know, but you took his back. You were working on him, and the kid has never been that kind of threat in his fight career. The first time ever, you actually moving up to another weight class, giving him the kind of threat that he doesn't expect it. And he was talking about like he's gonna finish this guy in the first round, and the next thing you know, you almost finish him on the first round. So it was an entertaining fight, absolutely. But I'm sure it's a tough loss, but I think whatever don't kill you make you stronger, right?
Yeah, no, I didn't. I mean, I took my lessons from it, but I didn't lose any confidence. He was obviously bigger than me. I was coming off of my 155 fight, and I felt strong in there. First round, we were going back and forth, and I was controlling it. He was defending my takedowns. I actually got a takedown, had a little crucifix position. Obviously, he shot him for a takedown. I got a guillotine, then went to his back. But you could just tell that pace really got to me. But if you see any of my other fights where I actually get to train, that pace doesn't affect me.
Well, this upcoming fight looked like you have a very game opponent. Justin is going for it, and he brought out a couple points. He's like, I'm not really an up and comer. I'm not young anymore. Like I'm on my prime. 34 years old. It's now or never. I want to take the opportunity to get this title shot, and hopefully can make a statement. So he got his bullet point, so he's coming in hungry and motivated and drive, and you might be bringing the best out of the best Justin out of himself on this upcoming fight. Now, when you're watching him fight, I know he got really heavy hands. How do you train for this camp? Any adjustments specifically for Justin?
Not really. My main training partner is Devin, and if you guys know who Devin is, it's a bigger version of Justin. So bigger, stronger, more athletic. So nothing, just perfectly into what I like to do. And me and Devin will throw him. We'll go hard sparring, and I'm telling him hit me harder when we're in there. I don't get, I've never been knocked down. I've never been knocked out. So I'm not worried about the power. I'm really upset about that last fight because I was actually watching Volkanovski talk about how he took his short notice fight against Islam and how he was like, I need to pull the trigger, and he couldn't pull the trigger. And just watching that fight back, my reactions were so ugly, and it was just like everything was so awful because I didn't get to train. So it was just so annoying to watch it back, but it's all right. So I'm gonna get this title fight back and then get to prove and show everybody what I really do. So I'm excited.
Any 155er out there that you want to fight?
Not really. I mean, whoever wants it. I mean, dude that turned it down, JJ or whatever, if he wants it, I'm down to get that. I know there's other people.
I know you talked about Benny Allen for a long time too, so that's one fight that I really want to put together.
Yeah, me too. He got a win on the Contender Series,
Yeah.
So that'd be a good one on my resume. So, AKA dudes, they can line them up,
The Slayer, AKA dude. That's pretty awesome. Now, do you ever fight at 170 again?
I don't think so. I mean,
155.
yeah, because I'm walking around at 170, so it's really no point to be at 170. I'd just be putting myself at a disadvantage. Everybody cuts from 200, more bigger, so it's just not really.
You ever think about fighting 145?
Yeah, for sure. That's definitely the plan. What I want to do is I want to have a reign, get to the UFC, have a reign to 155, and then go down to 145 for a super fight. That'd be ideal situation. I definitely don't want to be making 145 often. It definitely
take a long time preparation.
Yeah, and I could just fight more consistently at 155. So I want to get those fights in, but definitely I can get a super fight once the timing's right, the situation's right, and then I can definitely do that.
Well, as I promised you, get a couple more wins. I'm gonna give you a hand, push you out there.
Yes, sir.
Not the only fighter training in my gym that I will help. I have many fighters fight on my show. They get to a certain record. I help them out, and love to see all this young up and comer make it to the top, and I love to be part of their journey and contributing a little bit of phone calls, and that's pretty much it. And being around the game for so long, knowing everybody in the world, most matchmaker, most shows, and it'd be good for me to help this guy out, whether Justin or you, anybody, get the title, get the 5 wins or somewhere around there, and we're ready to make that blue pill, red pill, next level,
Yes,
Now, any special loved one training partners, sponsor you want to shout out to?
Yeah, everybody at Team Doom Maya, Team Black, you know, we're all in the same gym. We all train together. So shout out to everybody over there. Devin, obviously, he's my main training partner, and he's going to be a big part of this training camp. He's a southpaw. He's a big guy, big, strong guy. So it's going to be like a perfect build for this, this camp. So we were actually supposed to get some good sparring in, but it didn't come through. We're going to get some good stuff coming up soon, though. So
That's pretty
I'm
awesome.
excited. I was expecting to come in here black eyes and busted and shit, so, but we're going to save that for another day.
Yeah. If Justin watching this interview, what do you have to say to Justin?
I know he was saying he wanted to see me eating chips and sitting on the couch, and you know, he wants to have an easy fight, have me unprepared. But I'm gonna be ready. I'm gonna be more ready than anything. I got a lot to prove. I'm really embarrassed about that last fight, so I'm gonna be the most dangerous. And him saying he's coming out trying to get a quick finish, that's just gonna make me even more dangerous. And you swing big, you miss big, you end up on your back. So we'll see what happens with that. And you know, my sponsors, everybody that's been with me, Veganism, Double Trouble, obviously, my new boxing gym out here helping me out. Team Doom Demaya, Cooler Boys, Waterco. I know I'm missing some, but
Hashtag them later. No worry.
yeah, I'll tell you guys. It's all love.
Yes. Now, one quick question. Your opponent that you beat, the 6-3 guy from AKA, I forgot his Ali. Morali. He actually, his coach called me up and, a few weeks ago asked me, is that possible to do a rematch? I said, I don't know. I got to talk to Benny, and he actually got another fight in February, in the end of this month.
Lights out.
Something like that. So, what do you think of that rematch? Is the possibility?
I mean, I don't know. It really doesn't matter. I can do what I do. I mean, he came in like what 185 on rehydration day. I had to cut weight to even fight me. So there was a lot of nonsense going on behind the scenes with that. But you know, I'd make it look even easier next time if we ever get back. But you know, I'm looking forward. I'm not trying to look back. I'm trying to look. It makes no sense for me to go and beat a dude I already dominated. So
Yes.
I'm definitely trying to look forward to bigger fights, better records. Yeah.
This fight in the future, possibly, we get a few more wins. If he get a couple more wins, we might do a little rematch. We'll see how things play out. But as right now, Justin Davis, Benny Orozco, March 16th, co-main event for the 155-pound strap. Making sure you guys don't miss it out. Subscribe my YouTube channel. Show me some love and support. Follow me on Instagram. Our next upcoming event after March 16th, we're going back to Keysar June 8th. So all fighter, coaches, managers, making sure you guys stay tuned and DM me if you guys want to get your fighters on my upcoming event. March 16th, we are adding a couple more fights on the prelim, amateur, and the pro. So any fighter want to hop on this card, DM me. You know how to get a hold of me. So for more info about this upcoming fight card, check out DragonHouseMMA.com. Any last word you want to say to anybody, friends, families, and all that?
I know I'm gonna have these tickets, so everybody come out, support. It's gonna be a local show, so everybody's around here, so I should have a big crowd. And I'm defending my title, so there's gonna be a lot of hype around it, so I'm excited.
Awesome. Good to have you, Benny, on the card. We'll see you guys March 16th. I am Jong Lo signing out.
Yes, sir.
Peace out.